Kazowie! Actually, it's Akira Tozawa, as he's better known. Kazowie's the nickname we've given him in our Booty Family roster chat. Going with Jerry the King Lawler and Matt Hardy. Akira is a multi-gem guy for the most part, so Matt Hardy makes him pretty strong, as you'll see. We're choosing an area to make into multiplied gems. It's 3x3. Okay, so you see those are 6 times multiplied gems. That's with Matt Hardy, which means they're 4 times gems without him. They are not always going to be like that. They have buffed his multi-gems by 2 for this month of December. We're in December 2018. Once this event ends and we hit January, that buff is going to be gone. So this damage that he's causing is not going to be always like this. But you can see how quickly he piles up the damage, refills those moves, recycles against Sting. Thank you to Kev, my buddy, for that footage. But Kev's going to be a little surprised here because I got my own Kazowie. Yeah. Oh man, I did it. I really want to get X-Pac. So I did it to complete these tours. And he kind of pays for himself. I'm also going to run in blue, black, blue. But I ain't got no Matt Hardy. So I'm going to go Striker Kane and Sami Zayn. The Kane and Zayn connection. Striker Kane destroys more multiplied gems. So instead of destroying 4, we're going to destroy 8. And Sami Zayn adds blue move damage. We got 2 blue moves going, so we're going to try to buff those a bit and make up for the fact that we don't have Matt Hardy on our squad. So I could put those multi-gems out there now, but I want the 2 blue moves to happen at the same time. So we'll let KO do what he does for a sec here until we get that blue move loaded. So now it's the same 3x3 area, but instead of being times 6s, they're going to be times 4s, times 2 in January. And then this move, instead of destroying 4 of them, is going to destroy 8 of them. So it puts 75k damage-wise, which for this month and for this feud and for these tours is going to be just fine. And what it also did is it refilled the black and the blue move. So the way that black move does is if you don't get that finisher filled that destroys multiplied gems, you can lay down your 3x3 grid. It's random, unfortunately, instead of choose. But this move is a choose. It's a choose to destroy a 2x3 area. So we can still get some of those multi-gems, or you can leave the multiplied gems where they are, find an area that's got some blue and some black, and destroy those, because now your finisher is filled, and you could destroy that area of multiplied gems. There were still 4 left there, so I still destroyed 4. But it might have been wiser for me to have destroyed that area with the multiplied gems in it, because I didn't get that move refilled. Now we got to go through the sharpshooter here and get out of this. So you can see Kev's match with Matt Hardy against Sting was about 90 seconds. We're already about 2 minutes into this match. We've got KO down from over 300,000 to under 100,000. But because we're not getting that 6-time gem damage with Matt Hardy, it's taking a little bit longer. We also haven't had the best of blue boards, to be honest. But you can see it's not the worst thing to not have Matt Hardy. It's a great thing to have him. but you can still get by without him. So this time, instead of putting the multiplied gems out, I'm going to use the choose to destroy area first. Try and get those 2 blue moves filled at the same time. And it'll go off on the next turn, I think. Or will it? No, we're 1 short. God darn it. Oh, Kazowie. Anyway. Alternate builds for this guy if you're not using Striker Kane. With this blue, black, blue, can't really think of any, to be honest. You either have Matt Hardy or you don't. This destroy 8 of these multi-gems is going to finish this match. So now, the reason I said he kind of paid for himself is because on that Tozawa tour, there's a bunch of Capotes and a bunch of Macho Man headgear out there. 3 Macho Man headgear and I think 6 Capotes. But to do it, you gotta face Sting and you gotta face Bret Hart, and they both run 2 green moves. So you can see Tozawa here has got a steel green MP move. It means we have to take those blues out, and the blues are the most high damaged moves. But we can run this green, black, black. I'm gonna change the trainers out here. Green steals 3 MP from each of your opponent's green moves. So against Sting, against Bret Hart on these tours, that's gonna be nice. That green move that we'll be filling with that creates black gems. So adding Titus O'Neil will give us more black gems. And I put Striker Dean Ambrose, the lunatic, on there for black move damage. The moves aren't super deadly, but any little bit helps. Plus my Striker Dean isn't maxed. And you saw in the previous match that neither Kane nor Sami Zayn were at 5k either. So he can do more damage than that. That's one of the reasons why that match took so long. So you can see the excellence of execution here. He's got 2 green moves. But we're going to try not to let him get those off. Not even once in this match. Because that black move with the little burglar looking dude with the hat and the shades, he's a thief and he steals MP. So we've got our green move filled, which changes random gems into black. This is going to create 8. So looking to fill our 2 black moves. And there we go. I don't think we need to use that steel green MP because he doesn't have any yet. I almost want to let him get a green match so that we can fill that green move again and just keep going from black to green to black to green. See, we've got a bit of green in our green move now. He's got 2 or 3 notches in his, so do we think we can fill it? Let's give it a try. And we did. So now the 8 black gems go out again. Hopefully create some cascades, create some big matches, refill those 2 black moves. Mission accomplished. Another 2x3 area to destroy here. So you can see these 2 move sets. The first one with the multiply gems is the hardest hitting one. Not too difficult to recycle. Keeping in mind that buff is there for this month only. But when you're going against Stinger, not Sting the Icon, Stinger the Surfer, and Bret Hart here, this Steel MP takes a while because it's sort of like, I think I've said it before, death by 1,000 paper cuts. These moves don't hit hard, but you can see Bret isn't and hasn't been close yet in getting these two green moves filled. Never mind getting them off. He hasn't got them close to being filled because we keep stealing it to refill our green move, as we've done again. So before we use that one that generates black, we want to empty this black move out. And now use our green that we filled with the steel to put more black gems out there and hopefully refill and do it all again. So it flows. It flows. It hits like Nia Jax, which is not very hard, but it flows and it keeps Bret from getting his moves off. Bret is the one in each of these tour levels that has the macho headgear. So it's a pretty good prize. 4-star gold tokens and a bunch of Capotes, 4-star silver tokens. I think it's worth it. Because the prize at the end of this month being X-Pac, who looks like potential Acrobat God tier. Yeah, I really want him. The other thing that Mr. Tozawa does is he's got a pretty valuable coaching ability as well. When you get him to 4-star at 9,000 or above, he takes submission turns away from opponents. At 9,000, it's 3 turns of submission. He does have a 1-turn level and a 2-turn level, but 3 submission turns taken away from an opponent in a feud. When you're facing submission guys like Razor and Eddie and Luger and those guys, that's a nice little tool to have to negate those submissions. Imagine Eddie puts his submission on and he's only got a couple of turns because you've taken 3 away. So there, we beat Bret Hart. We got a Macho Man headgear. Akira Tozawa at 4 stars. Pays for himself with the upgrade. Are you brave enough?